Hello everybody, this is Ravindra Dastikop. I welcome you all for my report on Gentle Phase 3 project which was done in conjunction with INPOTS and IUCEE, in which I used InProt platform for implementing a course in my engineering college. Before proceeding further, I wish to thank IUCEE, INPOTS and SDMCET for giving me a chance to participate in this process and learn. Executive summary. This report contains the details of using InPots platform for implementing OBE process in an engineering course. InPots platform was used end-to-end from defining OBE elements such as PEOs, POs and CO through generating final assessment of outcomes. Course details. Course title Cloud Engineering. Class 8th semester Computer Science and Engineering. Duration January to May 2015. Number of students 61. Institution SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Faculty Ravindra Dastik. About the course. Cloud Engineering is a 4-credit course for final year computer science and engineering branch. It is designed to teach students significance of cloud computing and its generic contribution to practically every domain of human activity, education to industry to non-profit. This course is also involved design and development of small cloud-based projects. The course that I offered, Cloud Engineering, is OBE-enabled course. To implement this, I have used InProt platform. So, InProts had given me a pilot study option after signing an agreement MOU with my college. So, when you design a course and implement on InProts, the homepage looks like this. You can make announcements regarding the starting of the course and any other related courses. And on the left side under InPots emblem, you see the course name, and you have menus here: home, OBE, lessons, assignments, manage course, reports and help. Home is the home page of this one. OBE enables you to create the elements of OEB like vision statement of your institution, and also POs, PEOs and others that I will show you shortly. Lessons will help you, an individual, a faculty, to upload his lessons and assignments and manage course like monitoring them and also generating reports. This page shows you how to use the OBE feature and set up your POs for your branch or your course. So in case I have created this for computer science and engineering. So once POs are created for your institution, you can also create your POs, which is actually the succeeding factor. And here you actually see I have created couple of POs for my particular course, Cloud Engineering. Once POs and POs are created at the institutional level, the faculty job starts with creating COs, that is course objectives. And if for my course, actually I had created 6 objectives. For example, the first one is able to understand the impact of cloud engineering solutions in global economic, environment and social context. Once this is done, you can move on to the next. This particular slide shows you the PO achievement of my particular course, and you can also see the formula which is used for this at the bottom, and this can be used for further analysis of your course accomplishment. My cloud computing engineering course consists of 18 chapters. Using the lessons options of InPod, I had uploaded all these 18 lessons like this, and you can see them chapter 1, chapter 2 and on. And on the right side you also see the enabled and all. What it actually means is not only I have uploaded my lesson, students can actually access this. The next one, edit, shows you that anytime you can actually make edit into this uploaded 18 chapters. Each of these 18 chapters had 3 components. One is video component and one is presentation component, and often it also has a text component. The video component of this chapter consists of a video which is of 8 to 10 minutes duration. So in these videos, I used to explain a particular topic within the cloud computing area, and student can actually listen to this, view this and try to understand the content. The second component of this course is presentation, which is uploaded to the InPod platform so that student can go through this presentation as and when he needs. Once a student completes a particular chapter, he can take assignments. Look at here, actually assignment and discussion can be included here. For example, now assignment 1 is assigned a new assignment cloud, and teacher is Dastikop, and this assignment is actually displayed on the student home page. He can actually take this assignment, and teacher also has an option of opening a discussion. So at the end of each chapter on uploaded like video, he can write a question: what is the need of developing a new discipline, cloud engineering? So this question will become a discussion question. Students can actually participate in discussion either by asking questions or putting their inputs or providing and sharing the information with other class. This particular screen shows you the assignments for the entire course, all the 18 chapters. For each of those 18 chapters there are assignments, and you can also see the category, exam, the assignment name, assignment date and due date for each of the assignment. And you also see with green and red color, this shows the effort made by the students. That means in my course there were 61 students. This roughly says that 40% of the students made effort and performance and all those things. So this is it can be used immediately to assign an assignment to a student, ask him to perform, and you also check his performance in that particular assignment. In this presentation you see performance of student pertaining to 2.4 assignment number, and 3 of these COs were tested, CO3, 1 and 2, and the respective performance in those is actually 60, 74 and 79. In this slide you would see the performance of each of the students. It says like Abhilash 12, his assignment is graded, the date of submission, and he had a performance of 4. That means out of about 8 or 7 questions which was given, he could answer only 4, and this is how it looks. So once these assignments were given, then you have an option of getting reports. These are more of a kind of a summary, where actually it will summarize all the performance of all the students over a period of time in the entire course. Like if we have given some 20 assignments, that is concluded, that is actually calculated. Here actually it shows you the performance under the multiple choice question report, and this is what it says, like these are the assignments on the left side, these are the return dates, and these are the reports. Look at the first report. Now there are 7 students in this whose performance is given here. Anand Katera. And here on the right side you see graphs which shows that number of correct answers given by the student is indicated with green, red incorrect, and blue non-attempted. In this particular test, no student has left any question unattempted, so it shows you the performance. The last 3 students like Amit Nakot, Godavari and Karthik Bande, they have answered all questions correct. In this slide you see additional information for the same students. Now there were 5 questions in that, so 7 students have answered it correctly, 2 people have answered it wrongly, and everybody has attempted it. And you also on the right side you see that A, B, C, D and all, it gives you the frequency of right answers given by these students and also the corresponding correctness and wrongness of those answers. Imports also has a feature to give you the concept report. In concept report, student outcomes, a percentage of per concept. That means suppose you have been teaching about 5 to 10 concepts in a particular course, it also maps the student efforts and to the extent he actually absorbed that concept. So concept report can also be taken. In addition to that, there is a course overview, course reports and grade book. Each one of them I will look at this concept report. Student outcomes. So there were 6 concepts which were included in my cloud computing course, and this is the performance level. At the end of this, the course objective number 1 has been covered for 70%, and the 2 for 72%, 57%, 48%, 49% and 39% respectively. See, these are the COs that you have set in the beginning of the. So this particular report shows you the CO attainment at the end of the course. As you know that there are 6 COs for this particular course, and it gives you different parameters in which actually students have attained this, and all the 6 COs have been attained according to this report. And there is another option in imports where actually you can put the threshold. See, for example, do you say a student attained something only if he achieves 100%, or it could be less than that, like 90%, 70% and other things. This can be set by the faculty or the institution depending on their context. While the previous slide showed you the concept attainment of the entire course, now it shows the concept attainment for each of the student, all the 61 students names. And if you click on this view, it will show you that how student fared with respect to each of these 6 COs, what she has achieved. 70%, 42%, 43, 17, 59 and 58 respectively. This slide gives you the overall summary of concept report achievement. Here actually there were 6 COs. Of these, 3 have been successfully attained and 3 have not been attained. So this particular report shows you the effort of student and performance, and this is available for all the 61 students who took my course. This shows the graphical representation of the CO attainment. Look at this, starting from 22.2 for the particular this one CO, we have achieved up to 14.2. So this gives you a clear picture of what actually happened in the course, what was the level of understanding by the students and other. At the end of the course, you can generate a report, also called a grade card. So grade card is nothing but a marks card that is given in a traditional classroom. So InPod will collect all the information of a student performance with respect to every assignment he has taken, every examination he has taken, every achievement that he has made, and the things will be generated for each. Measuring a success in terms of Bloom's taxonomy is also a standard way. Here actually it shows you that all the 6 components of Bloom's taxonomy, starting from comprehension to application, is also included, and this is what it shows: question report and marks report. What it means is, along the question paper, these were the questions which were asked corresponding to those levels, and these are the answers which are done by the students at the marks level. This particular slide shows you the student profile. There were 61 students in my course and everybody completed the course. InPod platform as an option for faculty to conduct surveys. You can conduct survey before the commencement of the course, during the course, and even at the end of the course. So depending on your requirement, you can use this feature. Here I conclusion, using InPod platform helped me implement my course using OBE principles. Today OBE is becoming a standard for running a course, and most of the statutory agencies like NBA, they are insisting that OBE process must be used. So InPod system provides you all the features which help you to implement from end to end. The cloud-based system is useful and recommended for anyone interested in implementing OBE process. Finally, I provide you my contact details. My name is Ravindra Dastikop, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad, and you can get connected to me in case you need to my email ID ravindra.dastikop@gmail.com. Thank you very much once again for InPods, IUCEE, SDMCT for giving me this chance and helping me to try out something which was very educative in general.